Well, good afternoon. It is fantastic to be here this afternoon. We've just had two incredibly full, invigorating days where we've talked about leadership, looked at many different aspects of leadership, looking at technology, and been energized to be able to go back into our schools and to our districts and take all that incredible learning with us. Principals and vice principals are your keeners. We're there in the leadership piece, and we want to continually challenge our own leadership skills. So we're glad that you're here with us today to be looking into our leadership standards, looking at the concept of leadership, and be leaders with us as we move those pieces forward. We will welcome our guests one at a time and introduce them to you as they challenge our thinking today with a brief aspect of all the different aspects of leadership as they speak. So we'll do welcomes one at a time. I'm welcoming you to our forum. It's going to be an exciting 4 hours. Can hardly wait to get started. And I'll introduce Gaila to set us off.
Thank you. I just want you all to know I actually had devised a very simple plan about how to do this, but after I spoke to Dr. Bruce Bairstow for a few minutes, we decided to make it as complicated as possible. And actually it's going to run much better this way as soon as we all figure out what we're doing. So the process for today is one where you get a chance to hear 8 people speak to you about education, about their passion, about their knowledge and understanding of leadership, and to give us an opportunity to think about where we need to go in the future. So it now gives me great pleasure to introduce Jessica Antosz. Jessica is the chair of our working group to update the leadership standards. Please come on up, Jessica. And she's another very busy lady. She was the chair of our conference as well. And so it's a busy day all around for 3 of us and lots of the people here. Thanks.
Thank you, Gaila. Well, good afternoon and welcome to the BCPVPA's educational panel on leadership. Just to give you a background on the leadership standards. The original BC leadership standards for principals and vice principals were completed in March of 2007. The standards were designed to provide a framework of understanding about what principals and vice principals need to know and to do and excel in their leadership role in schools. The standards consist of 4 domains: moral stewardship, organizational capacity, instructional leadership, and relationships. There are 9 standards and 61 action statements designed under these domains, and they define the work that principals and vice principals participate in and implement throughout the year. These standards are often used to frame personal growth plans and reflect current research about effective schools and how leaders influence student learning and achievement. This year, the standards are being reviewed to reflect the needs of the learner and the new skills, knowledge, and attitudes that leaders require to meet the needs of all stakeholders in education, not only within the context of the school, but also the world. This afternoon is about finding out about the skills, attitudes, and the knowledge that principals and vice principals need 5 years after those standards were created. Today, our panel of thoughtful leaders will speak from an array of perspectives, identify the changes they see, and how those changes will have an impact on educational leadership. The members of the Standards Committee are here to listen and reflect on these thoughts as we begin to revise the standards this year. I know you'll find the presentations and discussions very thoughtful and engaging, and thank you for coming today. President Shelley Green will introduce our first speaker.